Hello my dear friends and my dear students. So let's start with some more problems. So I've got few sets of problems from few of my students. So I'll be solving some of them. So let's get into first question. The first question what they have given is fourth term of an AP. Fourth term of an AP is 3 times the first term. The fourth term of an AP is 3 times the first term. So how do we write fourth term? A4, that is 3 times the first term, and the second condition what they have given is seventh term exceeds twice the third term by 1. So seventh term exceeds twice the third term. Twice the third term is 2a3 by 1. So seventh term exceeds twice the third term by 1. So we know A4. The fourth term can be written as A4 is equal to 3A. So A4 can be written as A plus 3D is equal to 3A. So if I take A to the RHS, it will be 3D is equal to 2A. So A is equal to 3 by 2 into D. So this is the first equation. So if I take the second condition, A7 is equal to 2 times the third term. So third term is A plus 2D plus 1. So A7 can be written as A plus 6D. So on simplification, so 2 into A, 2A. 2 2s are 4. So 4D plus 1. I take A to the RHS, 4D to the LHS. So it will be 6D minus 4D, 2D. 2A minus A is A plus 1. So what is the value of A? That is 3 by 2 into D. So 2D is equal to, the value of A is 3 by 2 into D plus 1. So I will take 3 by 2 D to the LHS. So it will be 2D minus 3 by 2 is equal to 1. So I will take LCM. LCM is 2. So 2 into 2 is 4D. 4D minus 3D is equal to 1. So D by 2 is equal to 1. So what is the value of D? D is equal to 2. So when I substitute in equation 1, so A is equal to 3 by 2 into D. So 3 by 2, what is the value of D? It is 2. So 2 to get cancelled. So what is the value of A? A is equal to 3. So the first term is 3 and the common difference is 2. Now moving on to the second question. How many number of 2 digits are divisible by 3? So how many 2-digit positive numbers are divisible by 3? So what are the numbers that are divisible by 3? And it should be even 2-digit. So which is the first 2-digit number which is divisible by 3? It is 12, because before that it is 9. It is a single digit. So they have asked 2-digit numbers divisible by 3. It means the factors of 3. The first term is 12, second is 15, 18, so on. So what is the last digit which is divisible by 3? So if we take the multiples of 3, so the last digit which is divisible by 3 is 99. This is by simple calculation or the simple multiplication that we have come across. So here the first term is 12. We know the common difference, that is 15 minus 12 is equal to 3. So D is equal to 3. So what is AN? AN is 99. So we need to find the number of terms. So AN. So what is the formula? A plus n minus 1 into D is equal to 99. So what is the value of A? 12. What is the value of n? We don't know. We have to find. So what is the value of D? It is 3. So is equal to 99. So n minus 1 into 3 is equal to, if I take 12 to the RHS, it is 99 minus 12. So it is 87. So n minus 3 is equal to 87 by 3, which is nothing but 29. So n is equal to, I take minus 1 to the RHS, so it will be 29 plus 1, 30. So totally there are 30 two-digit numbers which are divisible by 3. So next question, moving on to the next question. The sum of 4th and 8th term of an AP is 24. The sum of 6th and 10th term of an AP is 34. Find the first term and the common difference. So the first condition what they have given is the sum of 4th and 8th term. The sum of 4th and 8th term. So here there are two ways by which we can solve this. So first we can solve taking the 4th term separately and 8th term separately. We know that sum of 4th and 8th term is 24. So another way how we can solve is, we know that the formula for sum, that is Sn is equal to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. But here we don't know what is the first term, we don't know what is the common difference. So again it would be little bit the question, or to solve that problem it's bit time taking. So according to the condition what they have given, sum of 4th term and 8th term. So 4th term I can take it as A4, 8th term as A8 is 24. The second condition what they have given is the sum of 6th and 10th term is 34. 6th term A6, 10th term A10 is 34. So taking the first condition A4, I can write it as A plus 3D. A8 I can write it as A plus 70 is equal to 24. Solving this we get 2a plus 10d is equal to 24. So I take 2 common. If I take 2 common, it will be, I will be left with a, and 5d is equal to 24. So a plus 5d is equal to 12. So this is the first equation. So taking the second condition, a6 plus a10. a6 I can write it as a plus 5d. Similarly 10th term I can write it as a plus 9d is equal to 34. So 2a plus 14d is equal to 34. If I take 2 common, a plus 7d is equal to 34. So on dividing by 2, a plus 7d is equal to 17. So I got 2 equations. So on solving this, a plus 5d is equal to 12. So if I see 7d is greater than 5d, so instead of writing it below, I can write it on the top, so that it will be, on subtracting we will get positive and it will be easier to solve. And the confusion won't be created when you are getting positive terms. If you get negative, there are chances that you make mistakes. So instead of that, so what you do is, the whichever term is greater, so take it on the top. A plus 70 is equal to 17. So on subtracting, so minus minus minus, so a get cancelled. So 17 minus 5 is 2d. So 17 minus 12. 17 minus 12 is 5. So what is the value of d? It is 5 by 2. That is 2.5. So what is the value? I got the common difference, that is 2.5. So I need to find the value of a. So substitute in any of the equations. So let me take the first equation. A plus 5d, 5. So value of d is 2.5, or else I can even take it as 5 by 2. D is 5 by 2 is equal to 12. So a plus 5 into 5 is 25. So 25 by 2 is equal to 12. So what is the value of 25 by 2? It is 12.5. So a plus 12.5 is equal to 12. So if I take 12.5 to the RHS, it will be a is equal to 12 minus 12.5, which is nothing but minus 0.5, or I can write it as minus 1 by 2. So the value of a is minus 1 by 2 and the value of t is 5 by 2. Now moving on to the next question. The eighth term of an AP is half of its second term. The eighth term of an AP is half of its second term. Eighth term of an AP is half of its second term. And 11th term exceeds 1/3 of its fourth term by 1. So as we did in the first problem, similar one. So we got the first condition. The second condition, what it says is 11th term exceeds 1/3 of its fourth term by 1. So 11th term, 11 exceeds 1/3 of its fourth term by 1. So if I take the first condition, the eighth term, I can write it as a plus 70 is equal to, second term is a plus d. So on solving this, I can take 2 to the LHS. So it will be multiplied, the whole thing will be multiplied by 2. So it will be 2a plus 14d is equal to a plus d. I take a to the LHS and 14d to the RHS. So it will be a is equal to d minus 14d is minus 13d. So equation 1. So similarly, by solving second, a11, I can write it as a plus 10d is equal to 1 by 3, 4 term, a plus 3d plus 1. So here this, it is 1/3 of fourth term. So plus 1. When I take the LCM, 3, so it will be a plus 3d. Here it was 1, so it will be into 3. So plus 3 is equal to a plus 10d. So I will take 3 to the LHS. So it will be 3a plus 30d is equal to a plus 3d plus 3. So when I take a to the LHS and 30d to the RHS, it will be 2a is equal to minus 27d plus 3. Now this is equation 2. I know the value of a. So a is equal to minus 13d. I can substitute value of a minus 13d in equation 2. So what is 2a? So value of a is minus 13d. So minus 13d is equal to minus 27d plus 3. So 2 into minus 13 is minus 26d is equal to minus 27d plus 3. When I take minus 27 to the LHS, it will be 27 minus 26d. So that is d is equal to 3. So when I substitute in equation 1, so value of a is minus 13 into, it is minus 13d. So in the place of d, I substitute the value as 3. So a will be minus 39. So the first term is minus 39 and the common difference is 3. Moving on to the next question. Two AP have the same common difference. The difference between their 100th term, is 100. So we need to find what is the difference between the 1000th term. So the condition what they have given is the common difference is same. There are two APs. So AP1 and AP2, they have the same common difference. So if I take AP1, where the first term is A. Its common difference is D. I take AP 2. Let the first term be B. As I have given, the common difference is the same. So, the first condition what they have given is both the APs, or the difference between the 100th term is 100. So, for the first AP, I can write the 100th term as A100. So, for second AP, B100, because the first term is B. So, this is just a notation. So, what they are given? The difference between the 100th term. A100 minus B100 is equal to 100. So, what is A100? So, since the common difference is same, I can write A100 as A, the first term, plus n minus 1 into D. So, this is the equation. So, similarly, I can take, since I know the value of n, I can take the value of n. So, I know an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So, A100 means a, the first term, plus n minus 1, n is 100. So, 100 minus 1 is 99d. So, what is B100? The first term, b plus n minus 1. So, the value of n is 100. So, it is 100 minus 1, 99d is equal to 100. On simplification, I get a plus 99d minus b, minus into plus is minus, minus into plus is minus 99, minus 99d is equal to 100. So, plus 99 and minus 99 get cancelled. So, I will be left with a minus b is equal to 100. So, this is equation 1. So, now what they are asking is, what is the difference between the 1000th term? So, in the same way, what we have done here, we need to do, so 1000th term, difference between the 1000th term. So, a 1000 minus b 1000, we need to find the difference. So, what is a 1000? That is first term plus n minus 1. So, n is 1000. So, 1000 minus 1 is 999d minus first term b plus 1000 minus 1, that is 999d. So, a plus 999d minus b minus 999d. So, both get cancelled. So, I am left with a minus b. So, I know the value of a minus b as 100. So, similarly, here also a minus will also be equal to 100. So, hence the difference between the 1000th term is also 100. So, similarly, if I take the difference between the 200th term, it will also be 100. So, I can take n number of terms. The difference between their 50th term or else 100 or else 1000 or else 1 lakh term, it will be 100, since the common difference is the same. Moving on to the next question, what they have given is, they have given 3 terms and they have asked us to show that they are in AP. So, the first term what they have given is a minus b whole square. This is the first term. Second term is a square plus b square, and the third term is a plus b the whole square. So, these are the 3 terms what they have given, and they have asked us to prove that these are in AP. So, as I told in the earlier class, so if we want to prove that this to be an arithmetic progression, first we need to find the common difference between the second term and the first term and third term and the second term. If the common difference is the same, then obviously it will be an arithmetic progression. So, the first term, on simplification, it will be a minus b whole square. I can write it as a square minus 2ab plus b square. The second term, a square plus b square. Third term, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So if I want to find the common difference between second and first, it will be a square plus b square, second term, minus first term, a square minus 2ab plus b square. So a square plus b square, so minus a square, minus into minus, plus 2ab minus b square. So a square b square got cancelled. I am left with 2ab. So similarly, the common difference between the third and the second term. So third term, so a square plus b square plus 2ab minus second term, a square plus b square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab, so minus into plus, minus a square minus into plus, minus b square. So a square b square got cancelled. So I am left with 2ab. Since both the common differences are same, hence they are in arithmetic progression. So as I told in the earlier classes, if you have any of the problems or which you are not able to solve, so in the comment section we have a link. Once you click the link, it will take directly to the WhatsApp and you can ask any of the doubts that you are having. So please feel free to ask any of your doubts. Thank you.